guys. This is Earth Waters with Howling at the Earth. I'm the host of Howling at the Earth. Please check me out on YouTube at Howling at the Earth, as well as howlingattheearth.com. And I'm with...
What's up? It's your boy Moondog3732 from the Moondog3732 show on YouTube. Hey, man, watch the show, like the show, subscribe to the show, share, and comment. Also, I can be found at the Moondog3732show.com, the Moondog38732show.com. I have my merchandise there. I have my videos there, interviews there, advertising situations, and my blog. And I'm currently the co-host of the Hate Movement, aka Howling at the Earth. Earth Waters. What is our topic now?
Should you hire your family and friends to work in your business?
Man. It depends on which family and friends you're gonna hire. So for those of you that have seen my videos on the Moondog3732 show on YouTube, you know I have quite a few people that I grew up with, family and friends, that are very interesting to say the least. But at the same time, I have a lot of family and friends that are what we would call very successful in business and things like that. So when I'm thinking about like family and friends, do we say everybody? Now some of y'all don't even fool with everybody in your family. So would you hire everybody in your family? What you think, Earth?
I really wouldn't hire too many friends in my business. Family, it would be a selected. I'm not saying
A select few?
Yeah, that's it. That's the word I was trying to get out.
I'm in charge for it.
Whatever. So, because again, it goes back, like I've seen family members that hire, like when I say all family, their business crashed. The trust, the stealing, the responsibilities not being upheld, it just didn't work out.
You know, so I'm thinking about it, like showing up late. Oh man, you know what happened? Then at the same time, when you write them up, because you really gotta treat. You have other employees. You really gotta treat your family members just like the other employees. If they mess up, you got to write them up just like you would do any other employee. Now y'all can talk about it outside of the job, but at the same time, will you fire your family member knowing that you all have to show up to the family reunion together, talk to your grandmother, and y'all have a discussion about what happened? Because it's gonna be your side, their side, and what really happened.
Well, with that being said, don't hire family or friends because
hey, I have some. They're
not gonna do right.
Nah, I ain't saying everybody gonna do right. What I'm saying is I have a lot of friends that are just like family. We grew up together. Like I'm talking about like since Head Start. So we've been kicking it since Head Start all the way into now. Now, do I know everything that they're doing? No. I have some that I know that can't pass the drug test. I know they can't.
So would you hire?
Depends on what I need to have done. Just say if I'm making t-shirts, I can hire people that I know that smoke or can't pass the drug test. I can hire them people to do a t-shirt, to make t-shirts. Now, can I hire them to do everything for me? No. If I need somebody to do some plumbing work, I'm going to first hit up my brother and my cousin. Their family, I'm hiring them for a job. But as far as full-time employment, those things are two totally different things. If I'm hiring you for a job, bam, that's done. But if I'm hiring you, if I'm starting a new business, just if I'm starting a store or a t-shirt business, would I put some of those people at the cash register checking out things? Now that will be an interesting situation. I have a lot of family members that are trustworthy. They have their own businesses. I can reach out to them. I can ask them questions, and they will give me honest feedback as a consultant. But she said she wouldn't hire anybody. I would hire a select group of people to work with me in specific types of business. T-shirts, I do that. If I had somebody I needed like to hire to be a video editor, software person, I have people in mind for that. But to just hire everybody under the family tree, you know, even though the family tree has apples and oranges on it, it's a couple walnuts on there, you know what I'm saying? It's a couple walnuts on that tree filled with apples and oranges. So when I hire the walnuts, probably not. Like my boy, go ahead.
So think about it. Okay, so starting a business, you're going to have those family members that feel like they're obligated to be a part of your business.
When it starts or when it becomes a success?
Both.
Okay.
Both. What do you tell them? And you know they're not cut out to do anything in a business. Well, what would you tell them?
Well, cuz, you know, you can train me, you can start me off from the bottom. I work, I need a job. What I would tell them, I would tell them the same thing I tell anybody else. Hey, man, give me your resume. Let me see what you got.
But you're my cousin. I need this job, though.
Hey, cuz, give me a resume. Let me see what you got. I'm going to call you for the interview first.
And I'll get back with you.
And I'm going to get back with you. Now, at the same time, I'm not going to put 100% of my decision on an interview because people have bad interviews. People have bad days. People have a lot of stuff going on at home. Y'all seen but at a barbershop, when dude had to get a haircut for a job interview, but he didn't have the money. He went up in there, got a haircut, ran out of there. Ice Cube ran behind him, right? He was having a bad day. But he needed to get his haircut to be presentable. So when you're having that situation like that, and somebody is coming in for the interview, family or friends, you still got to go through the process. It's documentation. You're going to have it on paper that you had an interview with that person. And you have video cameras. It's going to show that person came in at that time for an interview. So it's all redundancy and making sure things are backed up. Are they going to be guaranteed for the job? Probably not. Will they have inside track? Most definitely. Depends on which family member, which cousin it is.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't do it based on. You're gonna have they're gonna feel like because we're family, I can come in late. Oh, you're gonna overlook it because we family. Blood is thicker than water type deal. So you're not gonna treat me the same way as, you know, Susie that we don't even know, that ain't even family. You just hired her. I mean, you're not gonna look out for me.
I'm gonna give y'all a scenario. People that's out there in the audience. What if your kids want to come work for you because kids are family, but the thing about it is you already have somebody that's been working for the business 1 or 2 years and they know how everything goes. What if your kid wants to work for you finally, but you tell your kid that they have to start from the bottom and work their way up, and they're going to be under the person that has been working there 1 or 2 years? Do you think most kids would understand that?
Probably not.
Because a lot of kids are actually spoiled, and they expect that inside track.
I wouldn't hire my kids either.
Golly.
I wouldn't.
Y'all, man, this is, woo.
Business is business. I don't think you're supposed to tie in business and family, and it's two different things. Business is business.
Man, what about a family? But they have family businesses out there.
I'm not hiring my mom.
Now, my cousins, they have family businesses. In Memphis, they have family businesses. In Mississippi, they have family businesses. They have been passed on from generation to generation. Now, the thing about some of those businesses, the kids branched off and made their own business.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So, it started off as a plumbing business. My granddad had a plumbing business. Him and his brother, they taught their kids. Then the kids branched off, taught their kids. And those kids were also able to learn the tricks of the trade and branch off. So, but the thing about it was they started them off at a young age. Mm-hmm. They didn't start them off as teenagers and told them for to come on in, let's start working on it. They started them off going on the house and learning the tools and stuff like they was like 5, 6, and 7, 8 years old. You see what I'm saying? So I think that'll be a totally different situation than bringing somebody in when they're 25 or 18 to the business.
Right. So in a case where you have a regular employee, you have your family employee, if there's a situation where it comes to I have to let someone go, who are you going to let go? Family or your employee that, you know, with no strings attached or whatever? And those are some of the things that come into play when you're hiring family, because you're in a position where you have to start choosing or, you know, thinking, how would this affect, man? This is, at the end of the day, it's still family. Yeah. So why hire people in your family where you're in position to have to choose?
So in other words, it's kind of like...
Because if I did this, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but if I did... I'm not letting my family go. And that's why I know me, so I wouldn't hire family because of those reasons. I'm big on family. I will not, I'll be in that situation.
Before she cut me off, what I was going to say is, if you have that person that's been there 3 or 4 years, and then you have your family member that you just hired, but COVID hit, and now you got to let somebody go because there's not enough traffic coming to the store, would you let the person go that's been there for 3 or 4 years, or would you let your family member go that's only been there for a month or 2? But you know both of their situations. You know your family member really need that job, and the person that's been there 3 or 4 years has been a loyal employee, been exemplary. They also need their job. But previously, business is business. So from a business standpoint, it would make sense to stay with the employee that helped you or has been there, has been the exemplary employee, and tell your family member, I gotta let you go until business pick back up.
What strain would that put on your relationship with your family member?
Okay. In the interview, you're gonna let them know, I would let them know, hey man, business is business. This is a business situation. Things are going to go according to any other business, regardless of familiar ties. So if that person says okay, if they say okay at the same time, make sure you have a form in there that they sign, and they say that what y'all talking about is actually in there. If they go, but now a lot of times they're going to say okay so they can get the job. You know what I'm saying? But then when the situation arises, no man, you ain't tell me that. I can understand it, but if business is business, I would go with the person that has been there the longest. And I would tell the person that hasn't been there as long that I would have to let them go and pick back up when business goes back to what it used to be.
But you know, see, I had these kids and them your little cousins. I really need this job. You sure you gonna let me go after all the stuff we'd have been through?
I didn't let them go. COVID hit. COVID hit. I didn't let them go. COVID hit. So what I'm saying is, I would go with the person with the most experience that can help my business sustain until it gets better, or I would not go with the person that has been in it long because they really don't understand how the business works. Only thing they've really been doing is getting stuff off the truck, getting stuff laid out, so they don't know how to make my business continue in those tough times. So as a business standpoint, if I go with you, you know how the business work, everybody will be unemployed. And then how would that help if I can't pay for my family union dues and can't get a t-shirt?
Gotcha. Understood.
But at the same time, I know what you're saying. I'm going to stick with family. So while y'all sitting in the house with all the lights off, talk about the good old days, how things used to be, I'm going to make sure my lights and stuff are still on. I'm not going to be in the dark, rocking back and forth. We should never come. Hey, y'all hit it outside? No.
And that's when they gonna hit your Cash App with that payment request. Send me this. You shouldn't let me go. You knew I had stuff to do. Go. You got the business going.
A request.
Send me some money.
A request can be denied.
Send me some money. You got that business, fancy cars. Send me something.
A request can be ignored. A request can be denied. You can block numbers.
To prevent these from happening, guys, don't hire family or friends.
Y'all see how now I had a perfect situation. Y'all see how it boomerang back around to what she was saying?
Movement. Hate movement.
You can't make this up. With that being said, that is a topic that's like really relevant and prevalent on what's going on now, because in the COVID situation, a lot of people like, I got a lot of talent and I'm sitting on my talent, but COVID made people realize what was important, remind them of the talent they had, and that I should make my own business without family or friends. Right. I'm sticking through it, making sure that I'm straight. At the bottom line is making sure you're straight before you can make everybody else straight. With that being said, man, that's what I think about it. You know how she think about it.
But I really want to hear from everyone else to see how would they respond to this. Like, would they hire family and friends? Would they not hire family and friends?
And bring your family members too. Bring your family. Let your family members come in and come in. We want to know how these are going to be located. Now, at the same time, I'm going to load these up on the Hate Movement website. I'm going to also put them on my website. We're going to put them on our respective web pages as well. I mean, YouTube channels. We'll hit the YouTube channel first, then we're going to try to load them up on the web pages. So, YouTube first, web pages second. With that being said, man, I had fun, as always, with Earth Waters. Moondogs 3732. I'm out, man.
All right, guys, don't forget to keep howling at the earth. We're out.